My name is Will Phillips. I'm Keeper of Social History at Discover Bucks Museum. The thing that I really love and appreciate every day is the fact that objects have stories behind them, human stories behind them. Because that's what a social history collection is, and that's what sets it apart from, for instance, the contents of a junk shop or an antique shop. Because if you go into an antique shop and you look at a really nice 18th century writing desk, you probably won't know who has sat at that desk in its history. Whereas the museum, what we do, we don't just collect objects, we collect the stories behind the objects, and that is crucial in making it a social history collection.
I am Joanna Payne and I am a paper conservator. So I'm an art restorer, but I specialise in works of art on paper, which includes prints, drawings, watercolours and wallpapers.
This wallpaper that we're putting on display, it's a length of 18th century Chinese wallpaper that was removed from Hampden House in Buckinghamshire in the early 20th century.
This wallpaper is in very bad condition and we are trying to respect its history.
We're not expecting it to look as new. That's not the purpose of this project. You know, that would be a kind of restoration project. This is conservation. This is about halting any further deterioration and stabilising the wallpaper so that it can be remounted and put up on display in the case. Actually, its condition does speak of its history, and we don't want to lose that.
It is in very poor condition. It's got ingrained dirt all over it, mould, water staining. This is quite a daunting project because the paper is particularly badly damaged. There are risks, but I'm hoping with my years of experience that I can minimise the risks. We are hoping to put a new lining on, a Japanese paper lining. Japanese papers are much stronger than Chinese papers. I would hope to take the backing off, reline it, and where there are losses, possibly do infills with Japanese paper to add strength. I won't be recolouring these pieces. There's too much work in doing that. The losses are too many, and also that would be restoration, not conservation. I think we're respecting the fact that it's had a huge history, possibly in one or two locations, we don't know. I will be flattening it. The most important thing, because it's going to be on rollers, is that it's flat. If I can, I will hope to wash out some of the acidity, which is what's causing the deterioration. So this is part of the canvas backing which I've saved, and the museum will exhibit part of this. You can see the stamp that was filmed before, and we're saving this as part of the exhibit. All of the paste that I've used for lining the wallpaper has been made by me and has been sieved 3 times, which is a very arduous process, to be honest. And the reason I want a feathered edge is it's stronger and it makes a subtle and softer join to the original. So this is my repair piece. I'm going to spray it on the back to relax it, and on the front. Then I'll lay it, the front, face down onto a sheet of Melanex, which is cleaned and flat and wrinkle-free, so that when I paste it, it will go flat. So here we have some scraps of the wallpaper. So the ones that have got image on, like the ribbons here, we'll try to integrate back into the wallpaper. This small bit with the ribbon design on, I think it probably goes in this area, so I'm just going to check.
wow, for starters. Immediately, it was obvious to me the value in this whole project when I unrolled it. I mean, it had never been able to be unrolled before. You know, you think this wallpaper has been in the museum collection for decades, and pretty much no one has been able to enjoy it in that time. So to be able to unroll it safely and see it in all its glory was fantastic. And also the work that the conservator has put in was obvious. You know, I could see motifs straight away that I had never seen before. I think it's finger bells that I can see there and a pomelo up the top. And every time I look at the wallpaper, now and before, I see something different. So I hope that the visitor to the museum galleries will get that same sense of wonder. Every time they come into the gallery, they will look at the wallpaper and they will see something different. That's my hope.